Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla anyị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla anyị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etugha eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọbịa nwere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkọ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko m dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu agba wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwa anyị bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasịsị baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ikunye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwere onye kere, na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise.
Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Thank you, Biafrans worldwide. Thank you, lovers of freedom. I greet you all and I bring you good tidings. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Ajere, by the grace of God, the Acting Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Thank you for joining me. By the grace of Chukwu Kabiyama Primihenile, I am also the armor bearer of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and I also proudly bear this armor on behalf of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is called the armor of truth. It's not the armor of AK-47. It's not the armor of torpedo missile or RPG. It is the armor of truth, which I have vowed to continue to bear, and against all odds, I will continue to bear it. Good news from Sokoto. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is alive and well, and there was a visit in Sokoto by a Biafran, and some Biafrans actually that came all the way from the United States of America. Biafrans from the United States of America. Biafrans from the USA come to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto. But there are other Biafrans that are responsible for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remaining there. And they don't care. They want him to remain there. The chicken have come home to roast, and we're going to burst the bubble, of which some of us are already aware. Sometimes, while we hardly come recently, is because the events are unfolding on their own and everybody is on social media. Yeah, when the most important things happen and you need to know, I will definitely come out to reach and tell you. But this one is something that is no longer hidden. That those from Biafra land that are responsible for Biafran's ordeal and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal, they are not hidden. And we'll be calling their names. You already know their names. So when we call their names, you will not doubt it. And you will not think it's a lie or we made it up. Now, when the name of people like Ato Eze Orji begins to show up in social media, and you will now see the reason why they are the richest Igbo men. And when we talk about Igbo freedom, they don't care. When the name of people like Orji Uzo Kalu, who knows very well what the Igbos are going through, what Biafrans are going through, and what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went through at the hand of the zoo, and how he was kidnapped. If not that they are involved in the kidnap, They will be concerned about what's happening to him because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not steal their goat or their cow or their fowl. He didn't take their wives or their children. So why do they want him dead? Why did they kidnap him? Why did they support and sign the documents for him to be sent to Sokoto to die? We have close to 100 million Biafrans. And if we do not rise up to completely delete these people from our midst and make sure they don't mingle among us. Anytime I wake up and it is true that people like Eze Orji Uzo Kalu, Dave Umahi, Hope Uzodimma, Wike, these people are still gallivanting in Biafra land. Anyway, let me bring this video of the lady that spoke up from Sokoto. She was there. She doesn't base in Nigeria. She's based in the United States. And she visited with other Americans, Biafran Americans. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not. When I know and I confirm that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, despite all these things, he's not moved. He is so confident and he so strongly believes that the only way out is Biafra. And he believes that that flag of Biafra, he will raise it. Whether all these bastards, Eze Orji Uzo Kalu, Hope Uzodimma, whether they like it or not, Biafrans must be free. Whether they like, that's even if I happen to be the last Biafran standing, I will stand to the last drop of my red liquid. Let's listen to this lady. She saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
My name is Blessing Ijam.
Why are you here in Sokoto?
I am here to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, prisoner of conscience at Sokoto prisons.
So did you see him?
I did see him the first day when I arrived, barely 20 minutes after they allowed me in, we were asked to leave. Fortunately, there were two other Americans there visiting him. I mean, Americans of Igbo descent. One of them is Evans Nwankwo, the chairman of Ambassadors for Self-Determination. Another person, Dr. Sylvester Onya, or the president for Americans veterans of Igbo descent. So they were there. They got there about an hour before me, and they had fun with Onyendu. I was very pleased to hug Onyendu for real life. Onyendu is alive and well in high spirits. Although the environment is not very conducive, but he's telling us to be patient, that he will be okay. He is a prisoner, but he's telling us to be patient. So that's to show you that he's not only interested in himself.
Wait. Mommy, wait, please, wait. He is the prisoner, but he's telling them to be patient. The day we saw Simon Ekpa, the day I saw Simon Ekpa in Finland in June, face to face, the day he gave us a hug and he came out, the only day they allowed him to actually talk to people on camera, on camera. He has been speaking through audio ever since. He said he is fine, he's okay, that we should be patient. The same line of thought, the same line of speech, the same spirit in these men, the same spirits, the same call upon their lives, the same passion, the same vision, indivisible. Hey, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto Caliphate, fearlessly telling a Biafran who is so worried, who knows very well that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in reality is not safe there. So tell me, what is the anchor hope and faith and confidence of this man that will make him to be so fearless and be confident even in the midst of a lion's den? The reality is there is that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is in the lion's den. There are lions and vultures everywhere. Jackals are surrounding him, including some of the people that are coming to visit him. And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is telling this lady saw it firsthand. The way I saw it firsthand with Simon Ekpa, and up to today that I'm talking to you, there are still some God-forsaken, God-destroyable, evil entities that speak the same language with me that do not deserve to be amongst men. That even though they don't care about these men, they will still come out and be calling their names. They know what to do. They know what it takes to make things all right and get things going. Some of them come off camera, some of them off camera, some of them talk, and then you see them, you think that they are interested. Within them is full of dead men bones. But you know my confidence? When I hear testimonies like this woman is saying firsthand, she saw Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who is supposed to be panicking, who is supposed to be the one troubled, who is supposed to be crying and telling them, look at that matter about, because no, tell them, calm down. Akwa Mary bunkani na mbido, Mary bunkani na njedebe. Mary bunkani na mbido, Mary bunkani na njedebe. Ọ bụrụ na Mazin Nnamdi Kanu onye nọ n'etiti ndị iro, onye nọ n'etiti ndị ụmụ ajọ mmụọ, nwere ike inwe olileanya, nwee nchekwube, nwee okwukwe n'ihe ga-adị mma. Wefuru unu bụ ụmụ ọchịcha na-achọ ịghasa ihe niile Mazin Nnamdi Kanu natara afụfụ. Unu ụmụ ajọ mmụọ na-achọ ịghasa ihe niile Mazin Nnamdi Kanu na Maazị Simon Ekpa na-akpakọ ọnụ. Ụwa atọ, ụwa asaa, ụwa iri, unu ga-atagide afụfụ. Wefuru, that is ka Mazin Nnamdi Kanu na-apụta. That man, ihe mgbu unu, your days of pain and sorrow will begin. This lady said that he's the one that is in prison, but he's the one that is telling them that it's all right. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Just be patient. You know why? Because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, just like the Nostradamus of our time, even more powerful than Nostradamus, he has seen the end from the beginning. The man who saw Nigeria, how Nigeria will get to this place. So you don't know, he has seen how Biafra will be the most powerful nation in West Africa. You don't know he saw it also. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Because you are jumping around Tinubu, you don't know that Tinubu will disappear, melt away, just like wax before fire. You don't know? So because you're an APC, you think APC will stand the test of time? Impossible. Because the God of life, the God of truth, is on the side of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. A man righteous, whiter than white and whiter than snow. The God of righteousness, the God of justice, who knows that this man, he wants the well-being of Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba, and the rest of them. Recently, I had a message from Sunday Igboho from Germany, telling people that go and tell federal government that I am coming. I will come and fight for my people. He said he is coming to fight for his people. I don't know. I didn't plan for this stray bullet, but I don't know why he is coming. He is coming. Why did he say he's coming? Because Tinubu is the one in power. He doesn't want to come when Tinubu is in power. That is why he doesn't want to come now. But he is coming. If Yoruba, I don't want to start what I will not finish this morning. Now let us listen to our mommy. I don't want to start what I will not finish this morning, because when I sit down, when you don't see me on a live program, I am soliloquizing, I am meditating, I am just reasoning. Sometimes I imagine and I ask myself, God, does it mean that, if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu all these years with all the thousands of people and all the people around him, he was saying that he couldn't even find up to 100 people. So does it mean, God, the way you asked Abraham, and Abraham searched all through Sodom, he couldn't even find 5 people? And does it mean that during the days of Noah, that even Noah could not even save another family apart from his own family? God, I know that you are the one that called Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and I know that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is preaching the gospel of truth, and I know that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is leading us to freedom. But how many of us? How many are we going to be? Because the way I'm looking at, I'm seeing all this corruption going around. I see some of them will go and look at my video and they will say, look at how many views you have. That's what they are concerned about. Look at how many views. Look at how many views that were viewing him yesterday. Look at how many views view him now. And I ask this bunch of evil people, how many people did Jesus Christ have around him? How many? 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 Some of them, you see them, they'll say they are Christians. Jesus Christ did not have up to the number of people I have here watching me right now. That was the day Jesus Christ, after he finished preaching, all of them, they were leaving. All of them were going everywhere. He looked at the 12 people around him and his back. He knew there were Judas in their midst too. And he asked them, will you also leave? Only one of them summoned up courage. Just one person in their midst. You can imagine the kind of things that was in the mind of others that made them refuse to talk. But only one person. His name was Peter. He said, to whom shall we go? He's the only one that summoned courage. And by the time he said it, that was when others, maybe did not summon courage. So if Peter can say that, I will stand behind Peter. Let us join Peter. Because they didn't even believe. Among others, they were almost ready to go. Had it been that Peter did not even come to speak and save the situation, to them they would say, now look at APC. APC is winning. PDP have fallen down to join APC. Labour Party have given up. And these ones, they are talking about Biafra. Nah, forget that Biafra. Let us join APC. If not that there was one vam. Yes, I'll probably say that there was one vam because I know where I stand right now. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't give a hoot. If not, there was one vam that looked at the Savior on his face and said, to whom shall we go? If not, there was one vam that waited on our Prime Minister Simon and told him that, look, I am not going to join this sabotage. I will stand barefooted before the burning bush with you. We see it to the end. We die here. We die here. Because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu knows all the people that were hailing Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. If you saw Ikenga, the days Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was still broadcasting, if you saw Ikenga in his passion and his speech, if they show you this copy of Ikenga today, you will say, no, this is not that Ikenga. Obvious. If you saw Chinasa Nworu in his prime, when he was standing with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and he said Mazin Nnamdi Kanu used to call him the Lion of Biafra. If you saw him then, and you see him today, you ask yourself, who is this one I'm seeing now? This is a Biafran. This was a Biafran, but this one I'm seeing now from Kuwait, Abbas Mohammed. No, we didn't see him, but he is Abbas Mohammed, for crying out loud. He's Abbas Mohammed. But then you saw him Vibrating. If you see Ikenga will be vibrating now. But if we're born a bar, Nimu to begin I want a mad. Hey, I want a mad. Hey, I want my brother. Just a morsel of meal, and they are all gone, blown away, blown away. They just want to enjoy the pleasures of sin, the money bag of Tinubu. And they want to enjoy it. Hope Uzodinma is happy, shining, flying. He's the chief of the governors of Ndibo, of Imo, Ndibo State. When Wike is talking, we say, Wike, okay, Bacha, I am in the office of Tinubu shining his shoe. At least while I'm shining his shoe, I will be begging him. He will tell me, he will give me what I want because he has become a shoe shiner. I ask myself, I say, God. Only Kaiga for how many Kaiga? How many of us are going to eventually make it? Because President Nnamdi Kanu looked around and said, among all these people I see, I can't even find up to 15 people. They are not up to 15. They are not up to 15. Then they had Isaiah and all the rest of them, Chike, Dozier, and the rest of them, all bunch of evil vampires. Do you remember Orji? The one they call Orji? When all this thing started, do you remember the way I will come and speak. I am the only one that speaks the truth. By the time I shake him small, he will see him. He started shouting on Simon Ekpa. And Simon Ekpa, the same Simon Ekpa that was telling them, why do you sack Orji? You sack Darlington. You must restore him because Simon Ekpa thought he was talking about human being. He doesn't know that, look, there are very few of us that have this mentality and this spirit of redemption that are able to stand, look at evil on the face and tell them, look, what do you want to offer me that I can compare with Biafra? Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you look at them and tell them, oh, come on, oh my God. Let's listen to her. Let's listen to mommy. Let's listen to her. I want to start this from the top again. Please bear with me. I just want to listen to her from the top.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
My name is Blessing Ijam.
Why are you here in Sokoto?
I am here to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, prisoner of conscience at Sokoto prisons.
So did you see him?
I did see him the first day when I arrived, barely 20 minutes after they allowed me in, we were asked to leave. Fortunately, there were two other Americans there visiting him. I mean, Americans of Igbo descent. One of them is Evans Nwankwo, the chairman of Ambassadors for Self-Determination. Another person, Dr. Sylvester Onya, or the president for Americans veterans of Igbo descent. So they were there. They got there about an hour before me, and they had fun with Onyendu. I was very pleased to hug Onyendu for real life. Onyendu is alive and well in high spirits. Although the environment is not very conducive, but he's telling us to be patient, that he will be okay. He is a prisoner, but he's telling us to be patient. So that's to show you that he's not only interested in himself, but in all of us. So
that will show you that he's not interested in himself, but in all of us. He's not interested in himself, but in all of us. Now, when you see people now dragging and telling you, I am the one they want to work with. I am the one they want to work with. America want to work with me. Simon Ekpa is now working with Ngozi Arabeze. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu, who is he now working with? They don't want to work with Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want to work with Simon Ekpa. It is you, criminal, they want to work with. At the end of the day, I will so spit on your face But you know you will not come to Biafra now. That is some of you, the day this thing happens eventually, finally, the first day you step your foot in Biafra land, I'm telling you, Amadioh and everything in Biafra will strike you. Your leg will not even come close. Because all of you are corrupt. You are full of umponaro. You are the one they want to work with. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer important. It's you carrying briefcase and going to... These people that are coming to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know how long they stayed in America? Do you know the contact they have made? Do you know the movement they have made? Do you know the level of connections they've had? You, Achikote Kwanu criminal like you in Maryland, you are the one they want to work with. You, Achikote Kwanu mentally deranged woman, you are the one they want to work with. Akwano, bunch of bastards. Look at this woman. Look at them. You have the opportunity even to go and see even Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the zoo. This one, they made sacrifice, they travel. You that have been telling everybody that Biafra is coming. Biafra is already here. That the flight that will take them back to Biafra. You are even giving Tinubu ultimatum. You say you will speak to Tinubu to leave Nigeria, to leave Biafra land. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and visit him. You can't. You won't now. Because you want him to die there. Any one of you tell you, unite is very important. But when I'm talking about criminal, if you come and tell me we need to unite based on the fact that I'm exposing Ngozora Boeze, don't let this stray bullet hit you and your destiny. Be very careful. Because when you are uniting, you are not uniting with criminals. Okay, you want me to unite with Ejiofor? If I Ejiofor, is that the person you want me to unite with? Unity is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa want us to do. But people that are working with Nigerian government, are you going to unite with them? You want me to unite with Eze Orji or unite with Orji Uzo Kalu? Let this mommy finish so that I will show you the reason why I opened this broadcast. Because this mommy, I just wanted her to tell you her encounter with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then I will quickly show you what happened or what's been happening with those that have refused to mention Biafra. And you will now see the reason why they have refused to mention Biafra. And you see the reason why they are ready to sacrifice every one of you in Biafra land just because they want to remain beneficiaries of the criminal state called Nigeria. And they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be at the detriment of it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can suffer all the casualties. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can remain in Sokoto prison. They can even count him among others and then eliminate him. But they want to remain and benefit from Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants the well-being of all of us, not for himself.
So that's to show you that he's not only interested in himself, but in all of us. So the next day, we planned to, he invited me to come the next morning. When we got there the next morning, myself and the two gentlemen, Dr. Sly and Evans, we were there. But surprisingly, we met at the gate the comptroller of prisons, and they told us that we were not allowed to go in today. They didn't give us any reason, but he is supposed to use his discretion to allow us in. However, he insisted that we were not going in. He took somebody like my brother Fineboy to make phone calls to different zones, even FCT, for them to allow us to go in. However, by the time the calls were completed, Dr. Sly and Evans Wanko had already left. So I was able to go back the second time. And today again, this morning, I was able to go because my flight that is scheduled for 4 o'clock, I'm hearing now that is cancelled. But I will find a way to get out of here. They would.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can visit people. People can come and see him if he wants. But these people, they saw the personalities they are. They know the moral healing, the psychological healing it will give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to meet them. They didn't want him to meet these important personalities, but they would allow people like Bishop Kuka, who had gone in and come out, and we don't even know the outcome of Bishop Kuka's visit. All the people that are still afraid of the caliphate, Sokoto caliphate, that want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to suffer. You see, hell is let loose on all of you. And one thing they don't know is that the more they delay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that their dungeon, the more catastrophe is coming on them. The more they delay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no business in Sokoto. Has no business in Sokoto. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no business in Nigeria whatsoever. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be a free man unconditionally. But some bastards are going up and down, talking about amnesty, looking for how to beg and all that, instead of shutting the system down and telling them that, look, there's a court system, a court ruling that have vindicated and set this man free. What is he still doing there? Malami with all the boo-boo yaya APC tried to do and all that. Malami fly back to his criminal base and his criminal associates and the gullible people in the states welcomed him through private jets. Malami stole Nigeria dry and invested most of the money in terrorism that have taken so many lives. Yet you see him free. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been vindicated, who has been set free, the first bail they gave him, they went to take his life. Let me see how many of them will go to take Malami's life now. You see? So tell me how you want to juxtapose this. How can we be in such a country and be a part of it? How can we? God bless you, Ezigbo Mommy Chineke Goziegi. Thank you for what you've done thus far. God bless you, and it will be well with you. Now, I want to show you the man they call Ato Eze Nukpo. While Donald J. Trump was in Caracas to uproot the nightmare that have been troubling the Venezuelan people, and that have also put the lives of Americans at risk, because with that man lose, that Nicolas Maduro, with him lose, Americans were suffering also because they were, they were the ones importing drugs into America, and American citizens were paying the price. But little did Donald Trump know that right there in Nigeria, the people that have been equipping Nicolas Maduro, they are also the reasons behind his dear friend and brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has written you, President Donald Trump, to tell you what Nigeria have been doing to him and his people. The man that have been doing business, illegal business, both oil bunkering and all the narcotic whatever, and have refused for Biafrans to have a voice in Nigeria. The man's name is Ato Eze. And that is the reason why whenever they talk about Biafra and the freedom of Biafrans, this God-forsaken old demon that will not go down to Sheol in peace, that will rot in hellfire, each time the dilapidated situation of Biafra land is being spoken of, he doesn't care. All that he's concerned about is what is benefiting from Nigeria, because he's freely going in and out and doing deal with criminal gangs in Venezuela. Did you know? You didn't know. If not now that this is happening, and then Nicolas Maduro have been picked up, not only because he's an illegitimate president in Venezuela, but he is responsible for the drug syndicates and the drug infiltration in America that have destroyed the lives of youths in America. And the fact that Nigeria have become a very easy route where they move all these narcotics. The people that makes it possible, they are in Nigeria. So if this man, Eze Orji, is a friend of Nicolas Maduro, you should imagine the kind of business they do. Which kind of oil? Oil Guinea. It's not only oil, but we know that this continuous detention of Mazen Namdekan and this evil they met on him, all of them, their nyash will open. They will all suffer one after the other. This is the sole reason why Eze Orji, if you talk to him about Biafra, he doesn't care. If you talk about the freedom of Ndibo, he doesn't care. Even if one of his brother wants to become president in Nigeria, to see whether some of them will even benefit, as at least if they are doing the infrastructure, he will also think about Nigeria. Eze Orji will rather support one Dansuka or Dansuki in the north. He will support Abubakar Atiku. He will support Buhari. He will support Tinubu. He will never support Biafra, or he will never support an Igbo person or an Easterner. He will speak in Hausa. Watch this video for yourself. And we'll also play the one of Orji Uzo Kalu. This is the reason why they will never support Biafra. So we talk about the freedom of Biafra. Yeah, no. To them, you are just wasting your time. Because they are working with the criminal country. You know, Nigeria breeds criminality. Nigeria is a crime scene, and they breed criminality. If you are not in that crime way, you will never succeed in Nigeria. The reason why these people are succeeding is because they are criminals, and it is being enabled by Nigeria. And you can only enjoy it in Nigeria when you are a criminal. Did you forget that Hope Uzodimma was a condemned criminal that was supposed to suffer a firing squad in the days? Our prime minister exposed that. Hope Uzodimma was supposed to have firing squad because he was a criminal, notorious criminal, many years ago. Those are the people that are in charge today. All right, let's listen to this video. Watch.
Flag. Why would a legit billionaire? It's a massive red flag. Why would a legit billionaire with a hugely successful company choose to partner with a regime that the US had already sanctioned and publicly called a narco?
Now, if you look at this place, you are going to see Nigeria flag and you see Venezuela flag. And then at the end of the day, you are going to see the man you will see there. You will now confirm that Eze Orji is the instrument Nigeria government have been using to have dealings, illegal dealings with Venezuela. So if America is thinking about who they should deal with in Nigeria, who is actually a connection between Nigeria and Venezuela, if the corruption of Venezuela is being visited today, and they want to pick up those that are responsible, those that are working with Nicolas Maduro, number one that they should think about is Eze Orji. He's from Biafra, he's in Biafra side. And the reason why he doesn't want Biafra is because of this. The reason why he wants to die with Nigeria flag is because of this. Because he's doing illegal business with the criminal Venezuela president, and he's working with Nigeria. That's why Tinubu, with his drug past and drug history, we easily want to work with Eze Orji because he knows how they roll. You know how they roll. Eze Orji is a friend of Tinubu. So they have their history. They know what they are benefiting from each other. Okay? So now let's listen to this. Watch from the beginning.
It's a massive red flag. Why would a legit billionaire with a hugely successful company choose to partner with a regime that the US had already sanctioned and publicly called a narco state? It makes no sense. The suspicious intersection. And this is where it gets completely insane.
Did you see the picture? Did you see Eze Orji? This is Eze Orji. This is the man. This man is the man I'm talking about. Eze Orji. That's the man. An old man who does not care if the whole of Biafra land perish, but as long as the dividends and the profit or the proceeds of illegal business, both in oil and in narco, he benefits from it. Easy. Because if you are connected at this stage with Venezuela president that is picked up and you have a business with him, it must be illegal business. Every business they were doing with Maduro was illegal because Maduro was an illegal president. And anyone doing business with him is illegal. Okay? So I know what I'm saying.
Massive red flag. Why would a legit billionaire with a hugely successful company choose to partner with a regime that the US had already sanctioned and publicly called a narco state? It makes no sense. The suspicious intersection. And this is where it gets completely insane. In August 2024, it was reported that Arthur Eze's company signed a deal with Venezuela's government-owned oil company.
August 2024, just this 2024 garaga here. That is Arthur Eze with the criminal, illegitimate president of Venezuela. Do you see Arthur Eze? This Arthur Eze there, and that is the Venezuela syndicate that was picked up by America. So what is America working for? Why wouldn't they come quickly and pick up this God-forsaken demon? What would they be waiting for? 2024 here. He had a billionaire signed Venezuela gas deal. That's the man. When you talk about Biafra, he doesn't care because he's having a deal with a criminal president. Because he himself is also a criminal.
Signed a deal with Venezuela's government-owned oil company to develop 2 massive natural gas fields. The signing ceremony was a huge deal. Prince Eze and...
Look at it. It's really there. Prince Arthur Eze signs agreement to assess developing 2 gas fields in hydrocarbon-rich country. I see it. So that is the name they will call it. Say they are doing gas field. On the net, things are going on.
Massive natural gas fields. The signing ceremony was a huge deal. Prince Eze and President Maduro were both there, shaking hands. On the surface, it looked like a normal business deal. As he said, Africa was ready to invest in Venezuela.
On the surface, it looks like a normal business deal. On the surface, it looks like a normal business deal. But look underground, underneath it, there's nothing normal about what they're doing here. Illegitimate, corruption, Venezuela criminal president, together with Arthur Eze. You can see them. On the surface, you think that this is a business deal. But no, it is not.
Massive natural gas fields. The signing ceremony was a huge deal. Prince Eze and President Maduro were both there, shaking hands. On the surface, it looked like a normal business deal. As he said, Africa was ready to invest in Venezuela, and Maduro celebrated the joining of forces. But you have to remember the context. Nigeria's oil industry has had massive corruption problems for decades. Reports have shown how billions of dollars can just disappear into secret deals.
Do you know how much they are talking about that is missing in Nigeria oil and gas, NNPC? How much? 200 and something trillion. 200 and something trillion. I don't know whether it is in dollars or in their currency, but it's 200 and something trillion. That is where you see Arthur Eze. So how will he agree with you when you talk about Biafra? How will he agree with you when you talk about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How will he agree with you when you talk about Simon Ekpa? How will he agree? No, he will not agree. He will play on the side of Nigeria. He will be willingly to sell Biafra away. He will willingly sell Biafra away. Yes, mommy, that's what it is. Because this man, Nicolas Maduro, is being picked up because of drug deal, mainly. And he's an illegitimate man. A lot of people are dying and suffering in Venezuela. Illegitimate deal. Illegitimate deal they're having. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk, they will say, catch him. He want to destabilize Nigeria. He want to destabilize Nigeria. We are not talking about Biafra. Dave Umahi will say, we no longer belong to Biafra. We need to catch these people one after the other. Just allow them to be talking. By the time this dust settles, and then Donald Trump gives us the head up, and then we begin to get our recognition, just like Somaliland is now. We are going to catch them one after the other. We'll catch him. Hope will catch him. Devil Mai will catch him. Orji Uzo Kalu will catch them. We will catch them one after the other. Vam. Amaru ha kananya one after the other. Mua garu posi hanya. I'm telling you. We'll catch them. We will catch them. Believe me. We will catch them. We will catch them. Bunch of evil people. We will catch them.
Remember the context. Nigeria's oil industry has had massive corruption problems for decades. Reports have shown how billions of dollars can just disappear into secret deals. It's a world where you can't tell where business ends and politics begins. At the exact same time,
see him when he is back home, all these bastards, you see them shaking hands with him, including Obi Kubana. All this bunch of fools, all these evil people, all of them. Any one of them, you hear them make them open their mouth and say, hey, our brother Nnamdi Kanu, shut up your mouth there. See them, look at him shaking hands with them when he comes back home. And they are a bunch of vampires. Vampires they are.
it's a world where you can't tell where business ends and politics begins. At the exact same time, police all over the world have pointed to West Africa, and especially Nigeria, as the main transit point for South American cocaine going to Europe.
They have pointed to where? West Africa, and particularly Nigeria. All the police and all the intel is pointing to Nigeria. Nigeria is where they're having the dealing. The deal they're having is in Nigeria. All the illegal things, drug dealing, all the cartel, they move their things from Nigeria. After all, they have a drug lord as a president. They have a drug lord as a president. He will allow them to move it freely. Tinubu, is he not a drug lord? Don't ask me, oh. Go and ask Reno Mokri. Reno Mokri did all the findings. He found out he have all the evidence. He posted them. So if you want them online, go and look for them. So if they come here and ask me what evidence, I will just point them. Reno Mokri. Reno Mokri. Bunch of evil people.
Begins. At the exact same time, police all over the world have pointed to West Africa, and especially Nigeria, as the main transit point for South American cocaine going to Europe. There's even a name for the route, Highway 10, a well-known path for drug smugglers, drug cartels from South America.
There is a name they call the route. They call it Highway 10. These are intel. Intel from America. They already have a name they call the route, this Nigeria route, Highway 10. That's where all these people you are seeing, they are shining their teeth and snapping picture with Eze Obi Kubana and the rest of them. Some of them ask them, they will tell you they were doing logistics. Okay, logistics give you billions. They say they have billionaires. Logistics. Highway 10.
To Europe. There's even a name for the route, Highway 10, a well-known path for drug smugglers, drug cartels from South America depend on gangs in West Africa to move their stuff. Do you see what's happening? The situation is just chilling. You have a dictator whose government is accused of being a cocaine cartel. You have a billionaire from a country that is a superhighway for drugs, and his entire career is a massive red flag. Why?
Yeah, that's it for Eze Orji. Now I want to show you this one about Wazirike. You know, they've been posting about Wazirike. Wazirike is doing this. All of them posted. This one about Wazirike, we'll talk about it maybe later. God gives us the chance. Let's bring the version of Orji Uzo Kalu.
Nigerians.
This one is Orji Uzo Kalu's own version with Nicolas Maduro. All of them are having trade deal business with this Morafuku that have been captured by America. This MF idiot that have been captured, and Venezuelans are happy celebrating that their freedom is here. But now, who are the people doing business and dealings with this man? They are Nigerians. And who are they? They are from Igbo land. They are the ones that say that Biafra will never come. Some of them are the ones that have produced their private jet to go and bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. They tortured him and almost took his life. But God spared him. And at the end of the day, they paid a lawyer who now condemned him, and they made sure they threw him to Sokoto. And even there, right, while he's there, he's not shaking, he's not afraid, he will never bend. They have sent Bishop Kuka, send Alex Oti, send everybody, go there and tell him, let him bargain. If he doesn't agree, we will kill him. He will tell them, look, if you like, take my life. Oh. If you like, kill me. Okay, man, I am wrong, then that will succumb to Nigeria. But these other ones, Orji Uzo Kalu, Eze Orji Uzo, they are celebrating in Nigeria. They are looking for how they will win everywhere for Tinubu. We are going to catch them one after the other. I'm telling you, we'll catch them. This is the version of Orji Uzo Kalu.
Nigerian senator fly there. Kalu's team said it was a peace mission. He claimed his foundation was just promoting peace. He met President Maduro, they snapped a bunch of photos, and Maduro even tweeted about how they were best friends. It looked like a simple...
Maduro even tweeted of how they were best friends. Orji Uzo Kalu is a best friend with this narcotic drug lord, illegal president of Venezuela that is now cooling off in American prison. Tell me why Orji Uzo Kalu should not be in prison also. Tell me why Donald Trump should not send his tomahawk to come and pick up these two bastards that are hiding somewhere in Nigeria. Why? If you pick Maduro, you should go ahead and come out and pick Orji Uzo Kalu and pick up Eze Orji Uzo. They are syndicates, they are working together. And Donald J. Trump should know, Biafra should be free. Biafra is the only nation that you can align with in West Africa, and then you are sure that you have an ally. Yes, America is not allied with Burkina Faso. They are not allied with any of these Sahel states. The first ally America should have should be Biafra. And originally, you must work with honest people, honest citizens of Biafra, not drug or criminal people like Ogenkere, God-forsaken bastards that have over 75 count charges in Maryland, and they are claiming that they are taking pictures with congressmen. They know your record. They know you. They can't work with you. Is in Ngozi Arabu Fulani. They know your record. They know you are working with the Fulani government. They can't work with you. They know Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He has no record with criminality. They know Simon Ekpa. He has no record with criminality. They know our foreign affairs minister, Mazi Bryson Okoma. He has no record with criminality, you bunch of morons that are going up and down, lying and misrepresenting Biafra. Akan shunu gabun ono. Akan shunu gabun ono. Buffoons everywhere. You think we're going to lay our foundation of Biafra upon a criminal with 72 count charges in America? You think we're going to lay the foundation of Biafra upon the one who wants to scatter Biafra and go and pick a ministerial post in Nigeria? We have it on record. If it were not for this thing I'm doing for Biafra, I would have been a minister in Nigeria. We have it on record. Ngozi Arabu Fulani. We have them on record. Ogenkere. We have them on record. All your criminal record in America. You're working with a Greek penguin who has nothing to offer to Biafra. We have all these records. With all your, changing the figures and changing the registration of Briggy that you did not register as a director, but you were registered as a home address. We have all these records and they're all there. Why didn't you go ahead and sue Ngozi if you were the owner of Briggy, you bastardic moron? Why didn't you go ahead and sue Ngozi and accomplish it alone? You moronic idiot. Ngozi Arabu Fulani, why can't you go ahead and claim Briggy? That you said you are the owner of Briggy. Bunch of idiots and criminals. Biafra will never deal with you, but rather Biafra will suffocate you and Biafra will sentence you. Look at this one. Maduro have been tweeting that you are his best friend, best of friends, best of identical plumage that perambulates in a similar corrigendum, best of the same feathers that flocks together. Maduro knows you and you know him. Maduro does not know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He does not know Simon Ekpa. He does not know me. Doesn't know me. If you go and search now, you might even discover that Nicolas Maduro knows Ogenkere. Criminal. Criminal Ogenkere. Nicolas Maduro, go and find out now. At the end of the day, you got to that Ogenkere, in one way or the other, have been connected with these criminals. Or are you talking about Ngozi? The breeze will still blow, and the Nyash will open very soon, and you will see it. Bunch of evil people. Biafra is a holy land. We can never identify with criminals like this. Orji Uzo Kalu, your days are numbered. Now let us listen to this. Nicolas Maduro said you are his best friend. Are you going to deny it? That's it. That's the picture here. I'll start it from the top again. Let it play from the top to the bottom. And then I will leave it until the evening where we'll conclude this section.
Nigerian senator fly there. Kalu's team said it was a peace mission. He claimed his foundation was just promoting peace. He met President Maduro, they snapped a bunch of photos, and Maduro even tweeted about how they were best friends. It looked like a simple photo op, but behind the camera something way crazier was going on. The secret oil deal they tried to hide.
The secret oil deal they tried to hide. Secret oil deal, look at them. Bunch of criminals. If you tell Orji Uzo Kalu what is happening, what did he do? The law will have its course. And then when the law had its course, call Orji Uzo Kalu, Mazin warned him, you are a bastard. In one tone, you say the law will have its course. When the law had its course, and Mazin Namdekan should be free, and the appeal court gave that guarantee. You think Mazin Namdekan is like you? That will be crying on the plenary of the Senate and say, I know what I've done for all of you. That's your cry. We will still cry it. Oh. That one is Nigeria. They are corrupt. They don't know how to give you the real justice that you deserve. We in Biafra land, I swear with my life, we will give you justice that you deserve. Orji Uzo Kalu, you and Ato Ezenukbo and the Hope Uzodinma and Wike. We are going to serve justice to you. We will serve it to you. Bastardic idiots. Let me allow these things to finish. Ndara.
They tried to hide. It turns out that Peace Mission was the perfect cover story. We found out that at the exact same time, Orji Uzo Kalu was trying to set up huge oil and gas deals. He publicly denied it, but news reports said oil was a...
I see. He denied it, but Orji Uzo Kalu cut oil deal in Venezuela. Orji Uzo Kalu, look at the news. He denied it, but the news is out now. Orji Uzo Kalu cuts oil deals in Venezuela. Donald Trump, where are you? Where are you? Look at Venezuela syndicates here. Look at Nicolas Maduro's friends.
The main topic of his visit. I mean, come on, he told everyone this was a charity trip, but he was secretly having business meetings with a dictator. And just a few months later, the United States government charged that same dictator, Nicolas Maduro, with narco-terrorism, accusing him of flooding the US with cocaine. And now that same man has been captured by the US military. Suddenly, that peace mission doesn't just look suspicious, it looks like a massive lie. Was the trip really about peace?
Massive lie. Massive lie. Orji Uzo Kalu, you have been busted. Massive lie. You went on a charity trip. There are people in your village that don't have water, they don't have good road, no hospital, no charity at home. You are going to do charity in Venezuela and you are taking picture with Maduro. Chineke akpọgo unu ọkụ. Chineke akpọgo unu ọkụ, bastardic element. Chineke akpọgo unu ọkụ. Chineke abọọla unu ike. Akanshi unu ga ha abụ unu ọnụ. Ụmụ okoko, ụmụ ekwensu, ụmụ ajọ mmụọ. Akanshi unu ga ha abụ unu ọnụ. Chineke eburu ọnụ.
Set up huge oil and gas deals. He publicly denied it, but news reports said oil was a main topic of his visit. I mean, come on, he told everyone this was a charity trip, but he was secretly having business meetings with a dictator. And just a few months later, the United States government charged that same dictator, Nicolas Maduro, with narco-terrorism, accusing him of flooding the US with cocaine. and now that same man has been captured by the US military. Suddenly, that peace mission doesn't just look suspicious, it looks like a massive lie. Was the trip really about peace, or was it an excuse to make deals with one of the most criminal governments? Nigerian senator fly there. Kalu's team said it was a peace.
That is it. It's trying to repeat itself. In case there is a full video, a complete story, we will bring it to you. God is not sleeping. Chukwu Okike Abiama is not sleeping. God is not sleeping. The God of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive and well. He's not sleeping. He's not sleeping. You will see how miraculously God will deliver Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, I have a caller, but my time is up. Only this caller, and then I will be only this caller. Mazi, give us your listen, just 1 minute or two.
Mazi,
Ndewo.
Ekete na ya kupi ike.
Ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ. Onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ.
Mazi, the only thing I wanted to contribute to let you know that not only drug these people are doing, at the same time they are bringing ammunition in Nigeria
and human trafficking, organ harvesting,
Now I understand why this idiot Orji Uzo Kalu is boasting every time he was boasting. Yeah. Now we see where all this boasting is coming.
Now, do you know that na Obanda Hausa, Oti, they discovered lifeless skull of human being in Abia State. Up to today, they have not told us how did those people that died there, what happened to them? Orji Uzo Kalu have been involved in organ harvesting for many, many years.
The first thing is Eze, you know that Eze have one big Fulani cow poultry, or whatever they call it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. The day his own will come out, how many people that man is killing?
Okay.
Understand? Yeah. Because it's not all this thing this people are doing, but ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I thank God that this thing come out. You know, I thank God that this is what makes them boast, and every time they boast, I will bring that fighter jet, I will bomb you, I will do this one. It's from you. Yeah. So
Ndewo.
Thank you.
Ndewo. Thank you very much. Biafrans, you people should know that our time of redemption is now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never gave up. He will never give up. Look, I am having goosebumps all over me. Mazi Nnamdi never gave up. I will never give up. You see all these people pretending to be working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All these people pretending to be working with Simon Ekpa. All these fake, gibberish, gutter, media, bastardic morons. You will see how God will use poto and rub their face. I am Vam 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 who will stand here. Those of you that are standing with us here, I'm telling you, stand firm, Stand firm, don't let anybody deceive you. All those hopeless independent media that will come when we do something, when we don't talk, they don't talk. What they do is gossip. Don't let them deceive you. They tell you they want to say they're bringing Simon Ekpa name to the media. Simon Ekpa said you should take his name out of the media. Simon Ekpa did not tell me to take his name out of the media. He told me not to be fighting my people in the media, my brothers and sisters. He said I should try and bring them together. But the Sabo expose the Sabo, but your people that have been deceived, bring them together. Anybody telling you, they say Simon Ekpa said you should remove his name from the social media. They want to implicate Simon Ekpa. And some of you that have blockhead, you should come when they tell you these things. Hey, independent media, where are they? All of them, I will be the last man standing. I am standing here. All of them will come back. I will come back. Because Ngozi will be disgraced. Independent media, all of them, wine, will be disgraced. All of them, every one of them, they'll be disgraced. Check out the resources. It will happen. You will confess. I am Vam Vam Vam. Until I am back, please share this video and let them know that Simon Ekpa, standing firm, gidigbam, as the only true disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, standing strong, together with CRC, BGC, the government of Biafra, Don't go and waste your time supporting criminals. If you have been sleeping before, wake up now. If you have been giving them your resources, repent now and come back. Go with the reganama. Aqua, emotions or may around that she. May Chuko Kabiama bless you. Thank you, what sister. I saw you. Thank you, my beloved mommy. Mommy Goyibo. Thank you, Mazi Fine that called me. Thank you, M. Philly. M. Mafil, thank you so much for joining me today. Every one of you that have been here. Mania Tech, I see you from Facebook. Thank you so much, all of you. Hopefully, we'll be back. But this is the same gospel. We don't change it. We must continue. When I come back in the evening, I will show you where Owazurike is telling you that he doesn't. You know, Owazurike is just doing business and is continuing with what he's doing. Owazurike admitted on his video that Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu are the only genuine people. He admitted it on his video. I will show you where Owazurike admitted that Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu are the only genuine people, that he's not doing anything against them. So he's just doing what he has been doing ever since. Lobby. Even Nigeria with their own lobby. Owazurike is also a lobby in Nigeria. So Ogen Kere and Ngozi, they want to bring Owazurike style of lobby into Biafra. I'll come and bring it. Owazurike is not my problem. I don't need to come and be talking about Owazurike, but I will use Owazurike message to correct your head so that you understand that even Owazurike himself knows it is either Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa, the two Biafran leaders. Father more than that too. Also Habo, no other person, no other. No other. And if there's any mouthpiece information, proudly, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, throw it up and down. You will still come back here. Until I see you again later. I love you all.